We got Zachary Levi on the Trump train now. Zachary Levi is the guy that plays Shazam in the movies. Listen to him explain how he came to that decision to support Trump. What you're going to hear is clear, articulate, valid reasons why he's choosing Trump over Kamala Harris. When you hear celebrities endorse Kamala, it's always just, oh my God, because Trump is a Nazi. Oh my God, Trump is Hitler. And other ridiculous things like that. Never policy with them. It's always emotion. This guy clearly explains why he made the choice that he did. And it makes a lot of sense. Check it out.
No, I mean, I thought and prayed on it long and hard. I mean, I knew that there were going to be ramifications socially, and when it came to my business, my industry, it is quite a liberal industry. And by the way, I have many liberal friends that I love, and I know that they love me, and I know that they love this country, and I know that they genuinely very much care about what's going on. I think that there just happens to be a large separation and ultimately where all of us get our information, and therefore how we come to the conclusions that we come to. And as far as I was concerned, after thinking about it, praying about it, Tulsi Gabbard became a friend of mine recently. She asked if I would be willing to moderate a town hall with her and Bobby Kennedy, who I was stumping for very hard. I still believe that Bobby Kennedy would have been the very best presidential candidate that we could have had right now. But unfortunately, the Democratic Party made that impossible for Bobby. Trump and the Republicans did not. And ultimately, for Bobby and Tulsi to sit down with Donald Trump and for them to look in his eyes and for him to promise them that he really does want to make this country healthy again, and to fix the economy and to fix the border and all of these things. I do believe in the concept of triage. I think that it's one of the things I learned early on as a child. Like if there's an accident, if there's an explosion, you have people that are, you have some burns, and you have some cuts, you have some broken bones, and you have some missing limbs. You've got to be willing to see every one of those as an issue that needs to be handled. I think, all of the things you guys have been talking about, these are all important things. We need to be able to address all of them, but some of them are just more important. World War III, most important thing we could be talking about, potentially going into that. Right below that, I absolutely believe that the thing that is affecting all of us is that we have massive corporate corruption, specifically in big agriculture, big food, big pharma, big energy, big all of it. And because of that, we in the United States have been poisoned methodically, literally, through the food we eat, the water we drink, the air that we breathe. And that affects everyone. That's not just a woman's right. That's men's, that's women's, that's children's, that's trans, that's gay, that's black, white, Latino, Asian, that's everyone. And I think that these are things that we need to address. So listen, at the end of the day, did I know that I was stepping into the hornet's nest? Yes. But at some point you have to ask yourself, are you willing to fight when you see something that's this important? And I did not vote for Donald Trump the last two elections. I don't care for a lot of his Trumpiness. I don't. But we have two options here. And I really believe that of those two options, and like I've said before, I'm not just voting for Donald Trump. I'm voting for Donald and JD Vance and Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy and Bobby Kennedy and Tulsi Gabbard and that entire unity party. That's what I'm voting for, because I believe that it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing that we're being offered. And I really do think they're going to get in there and they're going to clean things up. That is what we're missing. And I think that when we are jumping into emotionalism constantly, because we are being told through legacy media constantly that this is a holy war. And that, like you were saying earlier, that this rhetoric of that Trump is Hitler and that all of his followers are Nazis, that is very, very, very caustic. That is why I think a lot of people on the left, very good-hearted people, are unwilling to even engage in the conversation because they're afraid that they are entertaining a demon. It's like, well, guys, hang on a second. We all ultimately want a lot of the same things. If we could just sit down and talk about that, I think we can come to some really amazing conclusions in how we could all benefit moving forward.
Welcome aboard the Trump train, Shazam. Trump 2024. Let's go.